Newsmax TV just wrapped up a very special conversation with a select group of voters. They have a diverse, bipartisan background, and they joined us for a conversation about the pivotal 2016 election. We began by asking them how they feel about Donald Trump and his, let's say complicated relationship with the media. I don't know if anybody was paying attention yesterday. Donald Trump had some choice words for members of the media, as he has in the past. Let's take a listen.
But I will say that the press should be ashamed of themselves. And on behalf of the vets, the press should be ashamed of themselves. They are calling me and they are furious because I sent people checks of a lot of money, and I'm going to give you the names right now, which is what you want. And instead of being like, thank you very much, Mr. Trump, or Trump did a good job, everyone say, who got it, who got it, who got it? And you make me look very bad. I have never received such bad publicity for doing such a good job. I think the political press is among the most dishonest people that I've ever met. I have to tell you that, okay? I'm going to continue to attack the press. Look, he's a sleaze in my book. You're a sleaze because you know the facts, and you know the facts well. Okay,
so Donald Trump calling one of the reporters there sleaze? Saying some of the most dishonest people in this world are, in fact, political journalists. Show of hands here, who is impressed by Donald Trump's ability to manage the media? All right. Debbie, starting with you. When Donald Trump calls a member of the press sleazy, this is the guy you want to select to be president. What's wrong with questioning somebody who has claimed to raise a lot of money for veterans, and there are questions as to whether or not that has been fulfilled?
Well, first, I'd like to see it done on both sides. I feel like the media is very biased and always attacks Trump. And he made the most valid point. He said, why not thank him for sending the checks? He was actually on the news the next day presenting one of the checks. So I knew he had given the money to the vets because he presented the very next day. And I think it's disgraceful to take away from something very amazing that he did for our vets. Show me one other politician that has done something else for our vets. I haven't seen any of them do anything for our vets, and it's very, very disheartening.
Peter, Donald Trump, he raised $5.6 million for the vets, but the Washington Post, other media outlets have done some investigations. Some would say it was suspicious that some of that money didn't actually land in the hands of these charities until very recently, without some prodding perhaps by the press.
Well, the fact that he raises money for veterans is more than any other political candidate I've ever seen, too. What makes me uncomfortable, I think it's okay when he calls out the media, because they are biased in general. But when he points to somebody in particular and calls that person a name, that does make me a little uncomfortable, I have to be honest.
But not that. So uncomfortable that you wouldn't still support him.
That's correct.
All right, well, we'll continue our conversation. We'll expand on topics like Hillary Clinton's email scandal. That's coming up during the next hour on the Steve Malzberg Show. We'll also be joining Prime with J.D. Hayworth at 8 p.m. to talk about Trump's relationship with the GOP establishment. And how do these voters feel about Trump's continued attacks on Republicans, his own party, who still refuse to support him? And then tomorrow, we'll have more on the Hardline right here with our special focus group. More coming up here on the Hardline. We'll be right back with our political animal section right after this.